Indiana. The ghost hunters include longtime friends who grew up in Sydney, along with the co-host of a Troy-based podcast called Tales of the Dark, who had never before gone ghost hunting. John is asking questions about their experience.
This is going to be fun and interesting. Joining me are three of the minds behind Phantom Farm. Brittany Clark, co-host of a podcast up in Troy. Tyler Terry, producer, director, catch-all everything on the whole project, and Nathan Barnes, videographer. And all three of you consider yourselves investigators as well. I want to start here of how this whole thing came together, on how this team was formed. Tyler, how did this kind of all come together?
Well, actually, Brittany's co-host, Bob, on Tales from the Dark, we used to kind of do this together as teens. And so we always had this kind of history with ghost hunting or paranormal investigation, going to graveyards and whatnot. We ended up working together. We're security guards, basically. And I found this place from watching paranormal TV, which I'm like a junkie for. So I found this place, Randolph County Infirmary in Indiana. And it was close enough and cheap enough that I decided, basically for my mom's birthday, it was around this time when it happened, instead of going on vacation, which is expensive and tedious, just to do something that my family does love, which is to do weird things like that. And went there. For me, nothing happened, which is pretty common for me. One of the reasons I'm more of a skeptic. Went back there with Nathan and he had a pretty weird experience in the basement.
I want to hear that. This weird experience. I've been looking forward to hearing what this was. What did you experience?
Well, we was down there in the basement of Randolph, and there had been a woman that committed suicide down there. So we was down there, nothing really going on. We was even talking about moving areas because nothing was really happening. And then I carried my brother's ashes in one of my necklaces, and I felt movement on that, and I thought maybe I was hung up. So I kind of set forward a little bit, and I felt resistance. And I didn't even want to say it out loud because, you know, we've all watched the paranormal shows where, oh, I got scratched, and I didn't even want to say it because I know he's a skeptic. I'm like, ah. And then lo and behold, we went through it. He pulled it down, and there was the welts there. And
pulled the shirt down. There were these two long welts there that I had him on camera for 20 minutes before, so I know at least before then he didn't scratch. Of course, it took me like a week to believe him, and we had to have these conversations.
This is so interesting. Brittany, you co-host Tales of the Dark. Tyler just referred to that podcast. What drew you to this phenomenon in the first place?
It actually happened in quite a synchronistic way, and it started out with a payphone for us. It was a payphone in Detroit, and one thing led to another. We were in Eastern Kentucky, and we've done some crazy, crazy stuff. Went caving, went ghost hunting, and it's just been a wild, wild ride.
You know, Tyler, well, all three of you know this. This is going crazy on Amazon Prime right now. It's a 5-star basis, and you guys are getting 4.9 stars for this project. Tyler, what are fans telling you that is connecting them with this film?
One of the things that we see that I am happy about, because it's something that we strive for while doing this, is the authenticity of the investigators and the investigation, because we see so much kind of sensationalizing of the paranormal and everything shot like a horror film. But being more of a skeptic person, this stuff doesn't really scare me, so I didn't want to portray it as scary. So I feel like when people are seeing it, I'm hoping that we're portraying it in a way that's like, you can come and investigate and like contemplate what's happening. It doesn't have to be this kind of haunted house. So that's kind of what I've been reading in the reviews, is that they feel like they're there with us. We're not trying to pull one over on them, so I'm pretty happy about that.
I wish we had more time to talk about this. This is just a fascinating topic. Brittany Clark, Tyler Terry, and Nathan Barnes, all part of the Phantom Farm project, which you can watch right now as it's streaming on Amazon Prime. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.